Hey everyone, it's Max here, and today I'm going to go over my experience working as a concert security guard. A little bit of background of the parameters here. I worked as a concert security guard. My term was event staff at a large outdoor amphitheater that could seat around 20,000 people. And my position was in, I think I already mentioned, a parking lot event staff. So my job was to basically drive around in pairs. They always match you with a partner, to go around in the parking lot looking for nefarious things going on, underage drinking, people drinking out of alcoholic bottles. And I was concerned my first day going into it because I was kind of like, I don't want to get into fights with people. You know, are we going to get into fights? And one of the things I would stress is we were more like mall cops than bouncers. We called the police if a fight was about to break out or to break up a fight. We weren't doing that. We were mainly searching the parking lot for activities that were against the rules of the facility. So my first day, I was nervous. I didn't know what was going to happen. And one of the more senior staff members basically said, it's going to be okay. We don't get into fights. That's not our job. And it kind of took the edge off a little bit. And, the first concert was very easy. It was like Steely Dan. So one of that has an older crowd age. So one of the things is that the younger the crowd, the more problems that are going to be. If it's a rap concert, which generally focuses on a younger demographic, there's going to be probably a lot more problems. And these problems can come from underage drinking, drug use, contraband t-shirts, selling things in the parking lot, that kind of stuff. That's what you're going to deal with. So the Steely Dan concert went fine. But when I worked as a Wiz Khalifa, there was a tremendous amount of problems. We saw a tremendous amount of underage drinking or drug use, and that's when we had to step in and get involved. And we worked in pairs, sometimes, most of the time, mostly two-person pairs, but sometimes we worked in groups of four. And basically what we would go around doing is looking for people who we suspected were underage, and then either carding them and just writing down basically that they were of age to drink. And if they weren't if they weren't of age, we either, if you were between 18 and under 21, you were basically escorted off the property. And if you were under 18, you actually had to be escorted to the back of the facility, called a place called risk management, and your parents had to be called to pick you up. And that's when, honestly, if you were over 18, it wasn't a big deal. You could just call a friend to pick you up, and your parents would have never found out about it. But if you were under 18, I think your parents would have been pretty upset because they probably know you're not drinking or something like that. So that was what happened. And you would see these kids break down in tears. In all reality, there was no, from my understanding, there was no legal issues that came up. It wasn't like you had a legal record. You were basically just escorted off the property and basically given a warning to not trespass again to your 21st birthday. So you had no legal record. Basically, it wasn't a big deal. It seemed like a big deal, but it wasn't. And these kids didn't really understand that. They thought it was a severe issue. In all honesty, I don't see how this could come up on a background check or anything. It was just a piece of paper. From what my understanding, it wasn't entered in a computer system or anything like that. So that's mainly what we were doing. I mean, it was honestly kind of, every day is different, and you don't know what you were going to expect. One of our concerts that I thought would be pretty easy, we had a bunch of people selling contraband t-shirts, and these were, seasoned adults doing this, and it was kind of like, wow, this is different. And they're upset and they're angry, and we kicked a guy off the property and he just walked right back on. Saying, hey, I didn't read the piece of paper you handed us. And the police got involved, and they basically like, if you don't leave now, we're going to arrest you. And that's another thing too. I did see people get arrested, and it was unique. Let me just look at my watch here. So basically, since this is mainly a financial channel, I was paid $7.50 an hour. The pay was pretty bad. It was the lowest paid job I've ever had. It was long hours, And the good thing is you could just sign up online whether for what concert you wanted to attend, and you did get to watch a little bit of the concert. But overall, it's not really a good job. It's flexible. There's positions like ushers, ticket office, that kind of thing. And yeah, it's just really something to do to make side income on the side. It's not a career, but it's flexible to do, and interesting and different. And that's going to be it for everything. Take care, guys.